Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Smash JT. Did Sony just accidentally announce the PS4 P? Smash JT. During a recent investors meeting, Sony announced that the next PlayStation iteration isn't even close to being released within the next 3 years, according to PlayStation CEO John Kodera. He was quoted as saying, "We will use the next 3 years to prepare the next step, to crouch down so that we can jump higher in the future." These comments came following a presentation to the investors in which he said the PlayStation 4 is heading into the end of its life cycle. Which is all well and good, and everything that he's saying seems to point to the PlayStation 5 coming in 2021, whatever that's gonna look like. But that's not what we're concerned about today. If you look in between the lines of what John Kodera said about the PlayStation, besides the obvious inclusions of as time passes, the PS4 will have price drops, Kodera also stated that they plan on focusing on exclusive titles and the digital services being offered through the PS4. Sony said that during its annual investors conference that it aims to employ the strategy in question through 2020 fiscal year, which ends on March 31st, 2021. Kodera indicated that subscriptions and online services will play an even bigger role in whatever console comes after the PS4. Based off of all the information that's been presented to us within the past few months, with the patent being filed looking extremely similar to what a Nintendo Switch looks like, and how Nintendo is onto something really big right now with this cross-play functionality that Sony tried to implement unsuccessfully for the most part with the PS Vita. And Sony had also recently announced that they stopped making physical Vita carts, which also leads me to believe that they're focusing on the next iteration of the PS4, the PS4 Portable. And while I don't feel like they're going to be making physical carts for the PS4 Portable itself, I think it lends credence to the fact that this PS4 Portable that has yet to be announced will be a completely digitally driven console without the ability to even play physical games on it. Seeing as the PlayStation 4 plays discs and the Nintendo Switch plays these little mini cartridge thingies, I foresee Sony making a PS4 Portable that's completely digital, something that doesn't even have a cartridge slot, for the sole purpose of taking advantage of PS Now. Sony foresees the future of PS View, the TV platform, and they also see the future of PS Now in the digital streaming future. Combining those things together and implementing it way better than Microsoft did when they first came out with the Xbox One, I think Sony would be able to make a system that allows you to download games to play and then will take them away after a certain amount of time. Maybe it's something as simple as talking to the phone companies and combining the data plans and integrating that with the PS Plus membership. And that PS Plus membership probably would go up in price based off the services you'd be getting, but in exchange, you'd always be online with the console. Or they could implement different tiers with it. There are so many different directions Sony could go with this. In all honesty, I feel like a lot of consumers have kind of warmed up to the idea of having a digital-only system. And while people may hear this and say, well, you can stream your PS4 on your Vita, yeah, you can stream it, meaning it has to be on the same Wi-Fi system, you have to have a good connection, and everything has to be smooth without any interruptions for it to work flawlessly. My contention is with the PS4 Portable, the games would be downloaded onto the system. That way there'd be no lag, no need to connect to Wi-Fi, no need to be connected to anything in your house. You could take this thing in and out of your house, similar to how a Nintendo Switch works, while at the end of the day still being a member of PS Plus, PS View, and PS Now, all these digital services that Sony's been putting together to find a package that works for the consumer. And we all know better than Sony sitting by idly while they watch Nintendo take their lunch, selling the Switches hand over fist while the PS4 is in decline. Imagine being able to play God of War, Uncharted on the go, or even The Last of Us 2. Now a lot of people might hear that and say, I don't want digital only games. Don't worry, these games will still be coming out physically for the PlayStation 4 console, but for the PlayStation 4 Portable, I foresee this being a completely digital platform that's going to be testing a lot of things to see how the consumers react to it. And another feature that nobody's talking about in addition to the PlayStation 4 Portable is the benefits that it would provide to the PSVR. Imagine having a mini backpack that Sony would sell separately with a battery inside of it and a place to put all the wires. You could have, for all intents and purposes, a wireless PSVR experience where they wouldn't be tangled on the ground or connected to anything into the TV. It would all be plugged into your backpack, connected to the PlayStation 4 Portable. And while some of this video is speculation, in fact most of it is, if you really sit down and think about it, read between the lines of what Sony said during their press conference, it really only makes sense for Sony to go in this direction to make a PlayStation 4 portable system. The technology exists, the demand is definitely there, all they need to do is announce it. And while I don't necessarily see this being announced in the extremely near future, I do foresee it being announced within the next 12 months or so. And when you guys hear it, remember you heard it first on Smash JT. Anyways, that's how I feel about the PlayStation 4 not being completely dead, even though they said they're moving on to the PlayStation 5. I think there's a little bit of wiggle room for the PlayStation 4 Portable. Would you buy the PlayStation 4 Portable? Is this something that interests you? Do you think it's a ridiculous idea? Let me know down in the comments below, and as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good one.